Welcome everyone to Canyon County High School basketball. We are day 2 of the Kerry Malone Super Games, and we are here in Auxiliary Gym at Lebanon High School as the Canyon County Lions will get the experience of playing in this gym, taking on the Middle Tennessee Christian School Cougars. We're going to get things started, I believe, with the national anthem, so we'll pick that up for you. And we'll get the starting lineups for both teams and get this game underway. Canyon County versus Middle Tennessee Christian. All right, this is the Kerry Malone Super Games day number 2, and we are here at Lebanon High School. Let's get to the starting lineups as we can tell who they are, maybe, for the Middle Tennessee Christian School Cougars. It'll be number 24, Max Oxley, at one of the guards. The other guard is going to be number 5, Devin Hill. And that's all I can tell right now as to who's going to start for this Middle Tennessee Christian Cougar team. They're from Murfreesboro. Number 3 is over there. I see number 3, Caleb Mills. He will be one of the guards. I said Caleb. Yeah. But now let's see who else is over there. Like I said, they're all bent over and I can't see the jerseys. Middle Tennessee Christian School will be the home team on the scoreboard. As number 14 is Andrew Adams. And 34 is Ryan Dotson. Coach Greg Eubanks over there on the bench, and is this his first year? Eubanks, yeah, because I met the coach from last year at the Kurt Warner fundraiser. Oh, okay. It'll be tip won by number 3 Mills and Middle Tennessee Christian. We'll get things started here as he goes into the left side, comes off a screen, pulls up the jumper, no good, and A.J. Armstrong gets the rebound. A.J. quickly up the floor over to Theo Winters. Winters trying to shred Hill, man-to-man defense by Middle Tennessee. Here's a three-pointer from Armstrong, won't fall, and Middle Tennessee Cougars get the rebound. Devin Hill will bring it up. Come off the screen again, cross it over to number 14, Adams on the corner. Andrew gets the pass back, but it's over his head, and he has to go chase it down, and it's too little too late. Glad to have you along with us on Cannon Rock Radio on the Zeno Radio app. Also, readyontheradio.com on your computers. We're taping this for Hometown Showcase YouTube. We put our games up last night. What a game the boys had. And an exciting win over Tennessee Heat in the last second. Is Theo with a three. No. Rebound cleared by Devin Hill, but Pelham will go chase him down and foul him. Eli Pelham had a breakout game, including that last second shot. Actually, they're going to call it against Middle Tennessee Christian. Or Pelham, yeah, they gave him. So the foul's against Cannon. And Caleb Mills will walk it up the floor. Smaller looking size gymnasium, then Adams drives it to the hole and lays it in. 2-0, 6:24 left to go in the opening quarter. A.J. Armstrong with the basketball. Armstrong feeds it over to Jones. Antonio. Shot bounces in. Tied up at 2. A pass goes inside to Adams, and Adams is fouled again. Let's see if they call this on Antonio or. Yep, got it. That'll be the second team foul for Cannon. And Adams will go to the free throw line. 1 up, 1 in. So Andrew will get a second opportunity here. And that one is as good as the first. 2 for 2 for Andrew Adams. He's got all 4 points. And substitution coming in, number 4, Grant Hassan. He's coming in for number 24, Max Oxley. Here's Armstrong in the paint. Dishes back out. Phillips going over to Theo. Theo's 3. Long rebound. Jones had a beat on it, but couldn't come down with it. Long pass the other way, and Adams will lay it up for his 6th point. With 5:30 left to go in the opening period. Theo Winters, Cannon County down 6-2. Left side pass goes over to Pelham, top of the key. Armstrong now to Pelham for 3. That one won't go. Rebound pulled by Middle Tennessee. Here comes Adams again, the scoring machine so far. He stops, won't pop the 10-footer. Back over to Mills. Pass deflected, and Armstrong's got it. Armstrong against Mills, and he lost it going up. Turned it back over. Middle Tennessee runs it down. Here's Adams driving it up and laying it in. He's kind of making it look easy. 8-2. And all kinds of substitutions coming in for Middle Tennessee Christian now.
I thought it was a timeout.
Yeah, I did too. Oxley is back in for Middle Tennessee Christian. Pass goes over to Armstrong. Armstrong, shot, no. Rebound number 11, which is Mac Harvey. And a foul on Cannon. So Cannon out of sync in this smaller gymnasium. Trailing 8-2. Oxley with the basketball. Oxley wheels around, gets across half court. Now he's triple team. Pass into Harvey's hands. Harvey goes over to number 33. That's Matthew Self. Left side over to Harvey. Now to number 32. That's King, Caden King. Cooey. Left side, King again. Over to Cooey. Number 32, Caden King. Cooey, right side, here's Harvey. They're just slinging it around, taking some time off the clock, giving it over to Self in the paint. Cooey with the ball, right side to King. King gives it back. Cooey, left wing now. Back over to King. Oxley, here's a three. No good by Harvey. Cannon gets the rebound. Now the five are coming back in. Here's Winters, got Pelham. Pelham driving. That's going to be a blocking foul. Pelham kind of got stung on that one. Pelham will go shoot the free throws. One up, rolls in. Ryan Johnson into the basketball game, was part of that five that just jumped off the bench as Pelham nails both free throws. Long pass going the other way, 8-4. Here's a shot by Adams. 2:53, they can't stop Adams. Antonio Jones gives it over to Armstrong, over to Pelham. Pelham gonna drive it, and he's fouled by Hassan. So Pelham will go back to the free throw line. That one's good. Pelham with 3 points. 10-5 the score for Middle. Second free throw is up and good as well. He canned both of them, and it brings the lead to within 4. Adams with the basketball. Adams gonna drive, pull up the jumper at the free throw line, and he's hot. Andrew Adams, wonder if he's gonna cool off. Here comes Winters, he's gonna try a three, that's air ball. And number 15 dumps it down, wide open is Pelham, and Pelham lays it in. 12-8. Long range three, won't go. Rebound pulled down by Hill, and Hill will put it back in. 14-8. 6-point lead again. Here's Winters. Winters driving against Adams, flips it back out to Armstrong. Armstrong spins, shot blocked. Armstrong gets it back over to Theo. Theo's three this time. Gonna bounce back out. Adams. Here comes Mills, left side. Mills, Adams, bullet pass inside to Mills, and it's taken away by Phillips. Long pass to Farrell, Austin. Over the other side. Top of the key, Phillips. Lucas drives in the paint against Hill. Shot, but blocked by Hill. Hill got a piece of him. And we'll pick up number 1. Lucas Phillips will go to the free throw line. 1:02 left to go. Middle Tennessee gonna substitute some more as the second 5 that came in momentarily are coming back in. Phillips' free throw is good. Second one is no good. So Phillips 1 of 2 on that trip. Number 24, Oxley, will control it over to Eli Cooey. Cooey now to King. King will give it back to Oxley. Oxley will set up the play. 42 seconds left in the opening quarter. Gives it number 11, Harvey. Harvey goes to the right side. Cooey drops it down high post to self. Back around in kind of a triangle. King got it. Picked up by number 15, Farrell. Down to the other side, there's Harvey, and he drives, and he stepped out of bounds. .25 seconds left in the first. 14-9 to score. Winters calls for Phillips to take the ball and start the play. Farrell up top to Winters. Winters comes off the screen from Armstrong. Another air ball, and Theo's just trying to find his range. He hasn't found it yet. John Hare will check into the ball game for Cannon County. Here's a pass over to Hill, and he wanted to give it to Hassan, but Hassan wasn't ready for it. At the end of one, 14-9, Middle Tennessee Christian School. We'll take a break, and we'll come back with quarter number 2 in a moment. All right, that didn't go as planned. $14-9 the score. We'll take a break maybe in the next time that we get the opportunity. Cannon County trailing by 5. Thought we had commercials loaded up here, but apparently not. All right, so let's go with these. Cannon County has the ball, the Lions. It'll be Armstrong to control for the Lions, taking on Andrew Adams, draws him defensively. Back over to Winters. Winters. Now Farrell. Austin. Austin gives him chase, and Farrell lost it to Hill. Hill will drive and slam the basketball down. 16-9. 7:28 and a bad pass, and Hill touched it right as it was on the line. Or he might have been able to pick that one off. Farrell with the basketball. Austin trying to get out of traffic, wheels around Hill. Now guts by Adams, drives inside, and Austin couldn't make the layup. On the other way, here comes Mills. Right side, Hassan. Hassan's 3 won't go, but Adams trying to crash the board. The ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Phillips. Pelham will re-enter the ball game. And the inbound pass inbounded, and Armstrong almost got it back, and they're going to call a traveling call on number 34, Dotson. Armstrong with the ball. Cannon County trailing 16-9. Pelham gets it rid of it to Armstrong, who gets it across the timeline. Now he goes in the lane, going up against Adams. Hassan, no good. Rebound coming the other way. Hill with another one. Slam dunker. 6 for Hill. 18-9 the score. It's doubled. Here's Winters. Winters underneath Armstrong, and that's going to be a charge on AJ. For everything Cannon County did right yesterday, it's not working for them today. Eli Garrett will check in for A.J. Armstrong. Mills will bring it up. Mills left side, Hassan. Hassan brings it back over to Mills. Mills top of the key. Here's Dotson to throw a screen. Now he's going to throw a screen on Jones to get Adams open. Top of the key, Hassan for three. No. Rebound, Mills flies and gets it. He drives, puts up the jumper. Might have been fouled by Pelham. And here's Phillips. Lucas trying to find an opening, and he threw it right into Adams' hands. Adams, long pass to Mills. Mills, shot no. Second rebound, and it'll go Cannon County way. Mills still sitting on the ground. Said, where's my foul? Substitutions coming in, the pattern. Everybody getting playing time here today for Middle Tennessee Christian. Yep. It's Pelham. Going over to Jones now, finds Phillips. Pelham's got it, crosses it over to Theo Winters. Winters, top of the key, gonna drive, throw one up, and he's pushed to the ground. And a foul, that's gonna be probably on number 11, Harvey. No, they're gonna call that on 32, King. And so Winters will go to the free throw line. Cannon has yet to attempt a field goal in this quarter. They get the free throw with 5:16 left. Second free throw by Winters, 2 for 2. 18-11. Down by 7. Harvey gets it over to Cooey now in the center to Self. King's got it. King top of the key, goes left side to Cooey. Eli will cross it top of the key now to Oxley. King, Oxley. Now Cooey crosses it, and this time Phillips picks it off. Phillips against Cooey, goes up for the layup, finishes it up. 18-13, Cannon on a 4-0 run to close within 5. Cooey baseline. King, top of the key, Oxley, left side now. Goes inside to Self, back out. Self gets it around the free throw line again. Now goes down to the baseline to Oxley. Oxley, left side, King. Right to Cooey. Cooey looks to Oxley. Oxley covered up double, but Cannon playing a type of a matchup zone and almost lost it. Got it rid of it on the other side to Cooey, and Eli's going to go for an ill-fated three. He missed it, and the rebound coming out to Cannon. Phillips got it flipped by Oxley from behind, and Cooey comes up with a loose ball. Oxley driving on Garrett. Shot. No good. Might have been fouled. Long pass going the other way. Phillips lays it up and in. 5 points for Phillips. The lead is cut to 3 with 3:37 left to go. Cannon on a 6-0 run. We'll take a break and we'll come back with a 3-point lead.
Want some delicious home-cooked type food? Head over to Parsley's Market and Deli at 809 Bradeville Road. Whether it be a sausage or egg and bacon biscuit, hot breakfast, or a delicious fill-you-up plate lunch, Parsley's is the place for great food. Breakfast is served from 5 a.m. until 10 a.m. and lunch from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. Parsley's Market and Deli is a hometown local business and proud to support local Cannon County events and organizations. Call them today to order food to go at 615-563-1402 or stop by anytime between 5 a.m. and 10 p.m. at 809 Bradeville Road. Parsley's Market and Deli.
18-15. 3:36 left to go in the first half. We got the original Cougars in. It started the game with Mills, Adams, Dotson, Hassan, and Adams with the basketball double coverage, and they call a foul. And I don't know if they're going to call that on, I think they're going to call that on Eli. Yeah. That'll be Eli's second. And Adams, who has not scored. Did he score in this quarter? No, he has not. He scored 12 points in the first, though. And that one clanked off, and he missed his first free throw. Adams will get a second one as Middle Tennessee leads at 18-15. Second one is up. That one's good. And Oxley will check in for Hassan. 19-15 with 3:22 left to go in the opening half. Winters trying to get out of trouble, does so. Delivers it over to Phillips. Phillips will set up the play. Adams will come out on him. Phillips takes Adams, clears it over to Jones. Antonio got Pelham. Pelham, right side. Here's Winters. Winters working in the lane. Pulls up the fade. It's good. 17. Here's a shot from Hill, no good. And Cannon gets the rebound. On the other end, Pelham. Jones, Antonio goes cross, courts it over. And now we've got Phillips. Gonna work inside on Dotson. Turn, spin back out to Garrett. Eli crosses it top of the key. Now back over to Winters. Theo flips it to Antonio Jones. Antonio in the corner. There's a three from Phillips and missed, and Adams going the other way, and he lays it in. 21-17 with 2:08 left to go. First half. Winters coming back, and Winters pops a runner. 21-19, the lead closes to within 2. And a timeout call. We'll say it's full timeout. We'll take one here as well. Uh-oh, did you get in trouble? Tony Kane Attorney will help defend you no matter what your situation might be, from criminal cases to civil law. Tony is knowledgeable and will develop a strategy to help you with the best results possible. Schedule an appointment today by calling Tony at McCarter East Law Offices at 563-8042. Don't get caught up in the justice system without solid legal representation. Call Tony today. A little bit later today at 4 o'clock, we'll have the game between Cannon County Lionettes and the Girls Prep Academy. And that's going to take place in Gymnasium number 1. 4 o'clock tip-off. If you're listening to us today on our Cannon Rock Internet radio station, we've got the video of this coming out on Hometown Showcase on our YouTube channel. A little bit later on this afternoon. We don't have enough upload speed to do it live, but we should be back in regular form at the first of the year. That's when Cannon County will play next. Pass, and the ball tipped over to Theo Winters. Cannon County opportunity to tie. Winters spins baseline, jumper up, no good. Rebound Pelham. He fights up, and Adams got a piece of that one. Here comes Adams the other way against Jones, and he'll lay it up and in. There is no stopping Mr. Andrew Adams right now. Pass goes in, and Eli Garrett Gonna knock down a 2. 23-21 with a minute 16 left to go. Adams drives in, stripped by Winters. Phillips picks up the loose ball. Phillips going up for the layup. It's good. And we're tied at 23 apiece with a minute 1 left to go. That's Mills fighting through the screen. Over to Hill. Back to Mills. Right side. Oxley handles it to Adams. Adams double team. Here's Hill for 3. Got it. Weird shooting stance. Kind of unorthodox, but it does the job. 35 seconds left. Here's Pelham driving in, and Eli. He got a lot of confidence in that last game yesterday. Poured in 19 points and got that last second shot, and he was driving. I mean, he aggressively attacked the basket a lot yesterday, and that's what he did there. Over in the corner to Hill. Oxley, they'll go over to Adams. 2 seconds left, and Mills, that should have been a travel, but no call, and the basket won't count. But Middle Tennessee Christian has a 1-point lead at halftime over the Cannon County Lions. We'll take a break and we'll come back with your halftime scoring summary in a moment.
At Homeland Community Bank, we put in that extra effort and go that extra mile. We'll take the time to get to know you on a personal level and build a relationship of trust. This allows us to recognize your specific needs and then recommend our innovative banking products and services that will provide solutions to your financial problems. We make it easier to achieve your dreams and goals in life. Homeland Community Bank, serving Warren and Cannon counties, banking by the people, for the people. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Do you need home, auto, or life insurance? Blake Finney of Shelter Insurance has you covered. Home, auto, and life. Blake takes pride in offering personal service and making sure you have the right coverage at the right price. If you have an insurance question, feel free to give Blake a call. They also offer free insurance reviews if you'd like to schedule an appointment to sit down and discuss your current coverage needs. Call Blake Finney today for your free insurance review at area code 615-867-0120. Shelter Insurance. They got you covered.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck, yes. That'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Tennessee, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Cocaine is again prominent in the world of drugs and steadily becoming more available. Finding pure cocaine is next to impossible, so dealers have been cutting drugs by adding fentanyl to expand their supply and increase their profit. Fentanyl-laced cocaine can lead to a deadly cocktail. It's important to know what to look for if you suspect a loved one is using cocaine that may be laced with fentanyl. If you or a loved one are struggling with addiction, reach out for help. Narconon helps people all over the United States find treatment to end the web that traps those in addiction. Narconon can help you take steps to overcome addiction in your family. Call today for free screenings or referrals, 1-800-431-1754, or learn what to look for. Visit NarcononNewLifeRetreat.org. Cannon County Lions had trouble adjusting to this smaller type of gymnasium atmosphere, as they are playing in auxiliary gym number 2, so the gym next to the main gym, and they trail by 1, 26-25. They just caught up and forced a tie. This game has been tied twice. For Middle Tennessee Christian School, Cannon County cannot find an answer to Andrew Adams. The post player scored 17. Devin Hill has got 9. And that's the 26 points for the Cougars. For Cannon County on the other side, Theo Winters struggled to start off with. He went 0 for 4 from three-point land, 2 air balls. Second quarter, he settled down a little bit, started shooting inside. 6 points for Theo. We got 2 points for Antonio Jones. Eli Pelham continues his aggressive play with 8. Lucas Phillips has 7 for the Cannon County Lions. And as we mentioned, 2 ties, no lead changes in this game. It's all been Middle Tennessee Christian School staying out at least 1 step ahead of this Cannon County bunch. A little bit later on today at 4 o'clock, the Cannon County Lionettes will be in action against Girls Preparatory School. And that will be at 4 o'clock in the main gym at Lebanon High School. Invite you, if you're still listening to us, come on out and check out that game if you can. If not, then we'll have the live broadcast for you on Cannon Rock Radio. There's 2 ways you can get this. Cannon Rock Radio on your Zeno Radio app. It's a free app. You can download it, or you can listen to it on readyontheradio.com, www.readyontheradio.com, and it's that first player that's on the thing. It's actually, I didn't change it over from yesterday's game, so it'll say day 1 of the Kerry Malone Super games, but that's the one that you listen to. I think it'll automatically come on for you. A little bit later on today, Jeremiah, when he gets home, he'll post the videos of these games on our Hometown Showcase YouTube site, so be sure to check those out in case you want to watch. Last night's are up, and especially that last second shot that was put on by Eli Pelham, and we have that game for you as Cannon County played yesterday against Tennessee Heat. Also, the girls game from yesterday is on as well, as they played Brentwood High School and the Lady Bruins. 26-25. When we come back, we'll talk a little bit more about basketball and look to see what we've got coming up next year in the year 2023. Back in a moment.
The law office of Tara J. Cowan is located in Woodbury. She serves Cannon County and surrounding communities in a variety of areas of practice. These include estate planning and administration, civil litigation, conservatorships, property matters, divorce, and more. Tara's approach to law is both ethical and client-centered. She attempts to give folks as much time as she can, providing them with the best options to attain the best outcome in each case. If you would like to meet Tara, give her a call at area code 615-563-4052 or check out the website cowanlawwoodbury.com.
Want some delicious home-cooked type food? Head over to Parsley's Market and Deli at 809 Bradeville Road. Whether it be a sausage or egg and bacon biscuit, hot breakfast, or a delicious fill-you-up plate lunch, Parsley's is the place for great food. Breakfast is served from 5 a.m. until 10 a.m. and lunch from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. Parsley's Market and Deli is a hometown local business and proud to support local Cannon County events and organizations. Call them today to order food to go at 615-563-1402 or stop by anytime between 5 a.m. and 10 p.m. at 809 Bradeville Road. Parsley's Market and Deli.
At Homeland Community Bank, we put in that extra effort and go that extra mile. We'll take the time to get to know you on a personal level and build a relationship of trust. This allows us to recognize your specific needs and then recommend our innovative banking products and services that will provide solutions to your financial problems. We make it easier to achieve your dreams and goals in life. Homeland Community Bank, serving Warren and Cannon counties, banking by the people, for the people. Equal housing lender member FDIC.
Do you need home, auto, or life insurance? Blake Finney of Shelter Insurance has you covered. Home, auto, and life, Blake takes pride in offering personal service and making sure you have the right coverage at the right price. If you have an insurance question, feel free to give Blake a call. They also offer free insurance reviews if you'd like to schedule an appointment to sit down and discuss your current coverage needs. Call Blake Finney today for your free insurance review at area code 615-867-0120. Shelter Insurance, they got you covered.
Back here, 26-25. Got a couple minutes before we get started in the second half. This is the final basketball game of the 2022 year for the Cannon County Lions. And up next after that, we go to Woodbury for January 3rd on a Tuesday night, Warren County. Right after the new year starts, they don't waste any time getting back to school and getting back to basketball. So January 3rd at Warren County will be the opponent, Woodbury. And then on Friday, January the 6th, we travel down to Carthage as the Cannon County Lions and Smith County will take on each other. And we always get a good reception down in Carthage, so hope that you can make the trip on January the 6th, as we're going to be hitting the home stretch in January and part of February with games Warren County, Smith County, and then Community School on January 10th, and another district game on Friday, January the 13th, when we take on Watertown before a Saturday game, January 14th at Huntland. For the middle school games, they are about ready to wrap things up. They've got 3 more games left on the regular schedule. And then Monday, January 2nd, will be in Murfreesboro as Providence Christian Academy will take on the Cannon County Lions. And, of course, they just took on each other a couple of days ago. But it'll be the rematch, and I know Cannon County boys will be looking for some revenge off of their second loss of the season. And that will be Providence Christian Academy. And then on Thursday, January 5th, they will go back to Murfreesboro to take on Central Magnet. And their final game, January the 9th, will be home against Watertown. So those are some of the games that you can look forward to in the new year. 26-25 our score here. As Cannon trying to get their 3rd consecutive win in a row to go 6-7 before the break. Middle Tennessee Christian School will inbound the ball. Be number 3, that's Caleb Mills with the basketball. Mills goes to the left side to Oxley. Oxley brings it back to Mills, inside to Adams. Turnaround jumper at the free throw line, won't go. Rebound tipped by Antonio Jones. Over to Pelham. Pelham back over to Phillips, and Phillips traveled with it. Mills will bring it up. Top of the key from Mills. Oxley now with it. Oxley inside to Adams, and Adams, a ball kicked out of bounds. Last touch by Cannon. Inbound, Mills got it. Mills controls. Inside goes, and the shot by Mills is good. This Middle Tennessee Christian School team, they played Franklin Road Christian to start the season off with, and if you haven't seen Franklin Road Christian play, that's another team, a high school team, and I don't know if they're TACS anymore or not. They used to be. That's what their conference was called. But they've got a very good basketball team that could stay with a lot of single A balls.
You missed that, didn't you?
29-25. Here's Phillips. Phillips. Over to Armstrong. Middle Tennessee's 3-7 on the year as Armstrong tries a 3, won't go, and the rebound coming out to Hill. Devon lost it, picked it up. Over now to Adams. Adams. Hill gonna drive on Jones. Layup, no. Rebound pulled down by Dotson, and his putback is good. Ryan Dotson gets his first 2. 35-25 now. There's Phillips with the basketball. Phillips drops it over to Pelham. Now Jones, who has to save it. Phillips now going to drive, spin on, and Lucas Phillips drops in the 2. He's got 9. Here's Adams driving. Layup is good. Adams with 19, 33. Winners with the basketball. Winners goes inside and partially blocked, and Armstrong picks up the loose ball and lays it in. AJ's first 2. 33-29. 4:51 left, and there's a foul. Gonna go on Winners. Inbound up to Hill. Hill gonna drive it. Had Jones up in the air, and Hill lays it in for his 11th. 35-29. 4:38 left to go in this third. Now another kick out of bounds. AJ to inbound. Cannon down by 6. Phillips will walk it across the timeline. Phillips goes to his right side. Winners, top of the key now to Farrell, who's checked in. Here comes Jones. Farrell now with it. Austin right side. Got Phillips. Phillips driving in the paint. Shot no, but a foul. So Phillips will go to the free throw line, and they're going to call that one on Hassan. Number 3 on Hassan, and Phillips goes to the free throw line. 4:07 left in the third, and hits that one. Oxley will check back in for Middle Tennessee. Phillips gets his second one to go as well. 3 of 4 for Lucas. He's got double figures. 35-31. Adams quickly into the paint. Lost it, picked it back up, gets it over to Mills. Mills going to drive it. He lost it. Jones got it, and out comes the pack, comes Winners. Winners going up for the finger roll layup, and it bounced off too hard. Long pass the other way. Mills goes to Adams. Adams left side to Hill. Hill got Armstrong on his hip. Adams now with it. Adams fakes, drops inside, lays it up and in. 21 for Andrew Adams. And Cannon County trails by 6, 37-31. We'll take a break and come back with more in a moment.
Uh-oh, did you get in trouble? Tony Kane Attorney will help defend you no matter what your situation might be, from criminal cases to civil law. Tony is knowledgeable and will develop a strategy to help you with the best results possible. Schedule an appointment today by calling Tony at McCarter East Law Offices at 563-8042. Don't get caught up in the justice system without solid legal representation. Call Tony today.
37-31, 3:30 left to go in the third quarter. Cannons trailed pretty much most of this game. They stayed within the sights though, but there's been 2 ties, no lead changes. And Andrew Adams has been the difference maker for this Middle Tennessee Christian School Cougar team. Adams 21 points. on the day so far. A.J. Armstrong will bring it up. Adams will pick him up around half court, goes to the left side to Farrell. Farrell gives it to Winters. Winters stripped. And Mills got him. Back over to Adams. Adams, nice spin, and there's a layup and a charge. So that'll be the first one on Adams as Farrell takes the charge. Inbound comes out to Theo Winters. Phillips will bring it up. And a foul on Oxley as he reached right in there to grab him for whatever reason. No. Inbound. Here's Phillips. Clears it out to Armstrong. A.J. flips it over to Farrell. Farrell goes back to Armstrong. A.J. right side. Follows Jones on the screen. Jones comes out to get it. Left side, Farrell for three. Hits the front of the rim, and the rebound pulls down by Adams on the fly, and Adams' shot no good. Rebound this time goes out to Cannon County. Antonio, 2:24 left to go in the third. Still a 6-point lead for the Cougars. And Armstrong measures a three and buries it. 5 for Armstrong. 37-34 with 2:09 left to go in the third. Top of the key, Mills to the three, and he answers. Caleb Mills with 6. It's a 40-34 contest. Lucas Phillips with it. Phillips stops. Clears it back out. A.J. Armstrong. Bringing it over to Farrell. Farrell with layup, no, but he's fouled. So Dotson will pick up his first, and Farrell will go to the free throw line to shoot two. One up, one in. Second free throw from the senior, and he nailed that one as well. .135 left to go in this one as far as the third quarter. They'll sling it over to number 3, Mills. Mills goes in, pass, shot is blocked. Actually, I think it was more of a pass. Adams, and it's taken away by Jones. Flies it up to Winters, and Winters this time makes sure that he's not going to blow the layup right. 38, down by 2, and a good play defensively. Cannon will take it. Theo Winters. Winters lobs it over to Armstrong, now to Jones. Antonio come out around the perimeter. Give it up to A.J. A.J. thought about the three, won't take it. Cannon down by 2. Another opportunity to tie. Phillips. They're just going to waste some time until the Cougars start to, Cougars start to contest. Now they're going to, Hassan will start to move up a little bit, but.
Attack it, Grant. Dive on it.
And here comes Armstrong.
hate not having a shot clock in high school. Yeah, I hate it.
Here comes Phillips driving, and that's going to be a charge. Four seconds left in the third. And Phillips will pick up, yeah, I think it's third. Long pass, here's Hassan. Hassan stops, pops, three, no good. We've played three, 40-38 the score. We'll take a break and be back with more in a moment.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck, yes. That'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Tennessee because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
40-38. The Canyon County Lions pull within two. Just can't quite get over the hump just yet. Like I said, this ball game has been tied up twice. We'll put a fresh 8 minutes on the clock and come back for the fourth and final quarter here momentarily. A reminder, come get your copy of the Canyon Courier. I don't know weather-wise, we're trying to get it out Friday, but I don't know if we'll be too successful with that. With what they're calling for the winter storm that we're going to get on Thursday night. We'll review the top 10 stories of 2022. We'll have a feature on Robert A. Harris, the late Robert A. Harris, whose funeral was today, by the way. What an influence. I said this yesterday, what an influence he was. Canyon County sports, basketball, and many, many people that he touched and influenced and was a part of. He defined girls basketball here in Canyon County. Here's a three from A.J. Armstrong, won't go. And the rebound coming down, and it's taken away by Farrell. Farrell now having to chase and run away from four defenders and almost was able to make it count. And now Armstrong runs over Hassan. Or actually, they're going to call that on Phillips. Number 2 on Phillips. And Pelham will check back in. So Eli, who's been quiet today, he's got 8 points. 2 of them in the second half. There's Adams dumping it down over to Hill, and it's stripped by Armstrong. Armstrong gets it back, 3-on-3. AJ driving in on Hassan, no. Gets his own rebound, puts it up, no. Rebound this time going over to Pelham. He's no good, but Adams gets a piece of him as he goes up. Four o'clock. Actually, they're going to say that on a Hill. So Pelham, free throw is up, it's good. So Cannon 1 point away from forcing the third tie of this game. Second one, no good. Just can't quite get that tie. 9 points for Pelham. Mills with the basketball for the Cougars. Goes to the right side to Hassan. Hassan top of the key. Mills. He'll go left wing. Hill. Drop it off inside. Adams. High post. They go down to the baseline. There's Hassan for 3. No good. Rebound Jones. And a tips over. And a long pass coming into Theo. Now to Pelham. Pelham couldn't make the layup. I'm sorry, not Pelham, but Farrell couldn't make the layup. Pelham couldn't make the shot after. Here comes Adams going the other way. This time double team, and that's too much contact there, and Adams will go to the free throw line. That'll be Antonio's second. One up for Adams, and that one's no good. So Adams misses the second consecutive front end of a two-shot foul. See what he does with this one. That one's no good either, and Phillips grabs the board. Uncharacteristic. Here comes Pelham the other way, and that shot's no good. Middle Tennessee, Hill. Right side, Hassan. Inside, Adams. Dumps it down low to Dotson. Dotson ball kick. Cannon picks it up. Pelham pushing it up the floor. Pelham in the lane. Throws it over to Winters. Winters baseline. Can we hit it? Yes, we can. 10 for Winters, and it forces the first lead change. 41-40 with 5:50 left to go in this game. Been a little bit of a scoring drought for the Cougars here. Here's Hill, jumper, no good, but Adams gets the rebound and scoops it right back in. 42-41, 5:28 left to go. Winters, top of the key, Armstrong, AJ measures a three, it's short, the rebound comes out to Hill. Armstrong has missed the last 4 field goals he's attempted, and Hill will muscle in and give a 3-point lead to the Cougars. Left side it goes. Top of the key to Pelham. Armstrong drives, dumps it down to Jones. Jones's jumper good. Timeout called. I think the scoreboard is wrong. It should be 44-43, I believe. Scoreboard's saying 46-43. We'll take a break, come back with more in a moment.
Cocaine is again prominent in the world of drugs and steadily becoming more available. Finding pure cocaine is next to impossible, so dealers have been cutting drugs by adding fentanyl to expand their supply and increase their profit. Fentanyl-laced cocaine can lead to a deadly cocktail. It's important to know what to look for if you suspect a loved one is using cocaine that may be laced with fentanyl. If you or a loved one are struggling with addiction, reach out for help. Narconon helps people all over the United States find treatment to end the web that traps those in addiction. Narconon can help you take steps to overcome addiction in your family. Call today for free screenings or referrals, 1-800-431-1754, or learn what to look for. Visit NarcononNewLifeRetreat.org.
Back here, 44-43, they corrected the scoreboard. It's a 1-point lead with 4:44 left to go in the quarter, in the game. Here comes Mills with the basketball. Now to Hassan. Hassan back over to Mills. Drops it inside, back outside. Hill for three. Won't go. Rebound, Dotson battling for it. Adams got it. He scoops it up and lays it in. 25 for Adams. It's a 3-point lead for Middle Tennessee. Armstrong will walk it up, get it across half court down to Antonio, and Jones misses a wide open shot that he should have knocked down, and Middle Tennessee's got it back. Cougars going over to Adams, drops it to Dotson. Dotson double pumps and lays it in. So Canyon County caught asleep on that one. 48-43 with 3:34 left to go in the fourth. Armstrong hands it over. Left side to Pelham. Pelham bringing it back to AJ. AJ drives in the paint. Got it over to Antonio Jones. If I'm Canyon County, I move everything out. Spread it all out. Keep Jones over here. Take Pelham and give the ball to him. Let him go one-on-one with Dotson. I don't think Dotson can keep up with him. Here's Jones. Pass deflected. AJ's got it. AJ back up top. Back over to Winters. Winters shot no good. Excuse me. And we got a sneezing fit going on. Mills with it for the Cougars. Here's Adams. Turnaround jumper's good. Lead is up 7 with 2:22 left to go. AJ in the paint against Adams. Here's Theo driving inside. Shot too hard, and Pelham will slap it out of bounds. Mills will bring it up against his full court press and slap it inside to the middle to Hill. He breaks it over to Hassan. Hassan delivers it back to Mills. Mills top. Mills drives. Mills puts one up. Mills puts it in. First 2 points from Mills in this quarter. The lead is stretched out to 9 now with 1:44 left to go. And pretty much this one might be over. Phillips 3 trying to save it, and that one's not going to go. And Adams gets the rebound. Adams long pass. Hill's got it. Hill lays it up and in. And we've got a 15 points for Mr. Hill. And a 54-43 lead, and a official timeout going to be called. Something on the floor. Man cover, yeah, for the gym. Thought it was a piece of trash, I think. Said, how in the world did that get here? Right in the middle of the floor. Pelham. AJ for 3. Good. So AJ cuts the lead down to 8. Canyon County takes a timeout. We'll take one as well. 54-46. You see the
law
score back in a
office of
moment.
Tara J. Cowan is located in Woodbury. She serves Canyon County and surrounding communities in a variety of areas of practice. These include estate planning and administration, civil litigation, conservatorships, property matters, divorce, and more. Tara's approach to law is both ethical and client-centered. She attempts to give folks as much time as she can, providing them with the best options to attain the best outcome in each case. If you would like to meet Tara, give her a call at area code 615-563-4052 or check out the website cowanlawwoodbury.com.
The Cougars are looking for their 4th win of the season. Canyon County would like to get their 3rd consecutive, but right now they're in a hole down 54-46, 8-point lead for the Cougars with 1:07 left to go in this 4th quarter of play. Hill and the Cougars have the basketball. Hill inbounds to Mills. Nobody there to double up on Mills, and Mills will go free and get it across the timeline. Adams will strain, and now a foul. AJ from the weak side. And actually, they're going to call that on Phillips. 1-1, I think. Scorekeepers say 16 fouls, what they say. Adams will inbound, and Mills comes out with it underneath the Dotson. Dotson head fakes, and he travels. You can get a shot off before 35 seconds, get a three. You're down by 5. And Phillips will let it bounce. Phillips drives it over in the corner. Antonio for 3, won't go. Rebound, AJ's got it. AJ puts it up behind the line, and he scores it. So here we go. 5-point lead. You're still, like I said, you're about 35 seconds. You're 6 seconds ahead where you probably want to be.
They need to stop making it this close.
Yeah. It's giving everybody ulcers. 54-49, 5-point lead. So 2 threes in a row for Cannon County. Both of them by AJ. They're trying to climb back in this one. After being down by 11, they've closed it to within 5. Free throw shooters, Andrew Adams, 3 of 6 from the charity stripe. He's been the only one proven at the free throw line. Actually, Caleb Mills hit 1 of 1. So the inbound coming up. And they're going after Hassan, and Hassan trying to, now Mills, and Mills will go to the free throw line. So Mills, who's hit his only attempt at the free throw line earlier in the third quarter, he's got 8. 2-possession game, still 2-possession game, 55 to 49. And Mills misses the front end of the second one there. And here comes AJ. Got to hit a 3. Got one. No good. Pelham shovels it down to AJ for the layup. It's good. 13 for AJ. The lead is cut down to 4, but it's still a 2-possession game. And a full timeout has been called. We'll take one as well. Be back in a moment.
Want some delicious home-cooked type food? Head over to Parsley's Market in Deli at 809 Bradeville Road. Whether it be a sausage or egg and bacon biscuit, hot breakfast, or a delicious fill-you-up plate lunch, Parsley's is the place for great food. Breakfast is served from 5 a.m. until 10 a.m. and lunch from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. Parsley's Market in Deli is a hometown local business and proud to support local Cannon County events and organizations. Call them today to order food to go at 615-563-1402 or stop by anytime between 5 a.m. and 10 p.m. at 809 Bradeville Road. Parsley's Market in Deli.
55-51. 22 seconds left to go in this game. Cannon has peeled the lead down to 4. Full court press, and Adams will inbound. I believe there's a timeout going to be called because Middle Tennessee couldn't get the ball in. Another full timeout. We'll take one as well. Back in a moment.
Uh-oh. Did you get in trouble? Tony Kane Attorney will help defend you no matter what your situation might be, from criminal cases to civil law. Tony is knowledgeable and will develop a strategy to help you with the best results possible. Schedule an appointment today by calling Tony at McCarter East Law Offices at 563-8042. Don't get caught up in the justice system without solid legal representation. Call Tony today.
55-51. 22 seconds left, and Middle Tennessee Christian from Murfreesboro will have to pull it up full length of the floor. I'd kind of leave, if I'm a betting man, I'd leave Ryan Dotson open. Let him catch the ball and go fouling. It's a 1-and-1 opportunity because there's only 16 fouls. This will be the 7th. But they're staying with him. They give it to Mills. Mills and AJ comes around the weak side and fouls him. Only took 2 seconds off the clock. So Mills, who missed the last free throw opportunity, 1 of 2 on that trip, will go to the free throw line. So 1-and-1 here. Mills' free throw bounced around and Cannon yanked it. Here's Pelham. Over to Armstrong. AJ caught it. Air ball. Rebound. Pelham tries to save it and right into Hassan, and there's a foul, and that should be it. That'll be Phillips' 4th, and they're going to send Hassan to the free throw line. Yeah. Yeah, that's the way it goes. You can't always count on those because pretty soon, sooner or later, you're going to run out, like you said, and you're going to get beat 56-51. Second one.
If they were 10 or 15 points at the end of this game, they wouldn't have to worry about all this.
Only 2 points for Hassan, and he makes it worth it. 8 points, 8 seconds left, and Winters throws one up. That's it. Phillips, he'll come down with the basket. 13. 57-53. Middle Tennessee beats Cannon County here at the Kerry Malone Super Classic. We got to get out of here, get ready for the girls' game over in the other gym. So while we do that, y'all check back with us here in about 4 o'clock for the tip-off. Here, let me do something. Oh, yeah, go ahead.